Good morning, students. Hope you have enjoyed your online classes. Now, we are going to continue Population and Settlement, Part 3. Okay, children, shall we have a short recap from our previous day's lesson? Yes. What is religion? Religion means a particular system of faith and worship. Very good. Now tell me, what are the classification of religion? Yes, universalizing religion, ethnic religion, tribal or traditional religions. Name some universalizing religion: Christianity, Islam and Buddhism. Let's name some ethnic religions: Judaism, Hinduism and Shintoism. Name some tribal religions: Animism, Shamanism and Shaman. Very good. What is language? Yes, language is a great force of socialization and it is the most common type of communication. Okay, children, in the previous day's class, we have learnt about settlement, isn't it? Okay, now today we are going to continue with patterns of settlement. Settlements are classified into two. The first one is compact settlement. The next one is dispersed settlement. Let's see compact settlement. Compact settlement is otherwise called nucleated settlement. What is the other term for compact settlement? Nucleated settlement. In this type, large number of houses are built very close to each other. Such settlement developed along the river valleys and fertile plains. In India, compact settlements are found in the northern plains and the coastal plains of peninsular India. Next one, dispersed settlements. This type of settlements we can be found in extreme climate, hilly tracts, thick forest, grasslands, areas of extensive cultivation. In these settlements, houses are spaced far apart. In India, this type of human settlements is found in the northern Koshi tract, the Ganga Delta, the Thar Desert of Rajasthan and the foothills of Himalayas and the Nilgiris. And now we are going to see hierarchy of settlements. What is hierarchy? Grouping. Settlements are classified into two, rural and urban. What are the two types of settlements? Rural and urban. Under rural, it is divided into four. That is isolated, hamlet, village, small market. What is hamlet? Hamlet settlement is smaller than village settlement. So what are the four types of rural settlements? Isolated, hamlet, village and small market. And if you take urban, it is classified into three. That is town, city and conurbation. What is conurbation? It is a continuous network of urban communities. Or in other term we can say like this, it is a big city. And now we are going to see rural settlements. Now you can see the picture of rural settlement. Mostly this rural area located near water bodies such as rivers, lakes and springs. Why? Because these people depends on agriculture. Hence they prefer to live near low-lying river valleys and coastal plains suited for cultivation. Now we are going to see about factors influencing rural settlement. First one, Nature of topography. What is topography? The surface features of a region. The next one, local weather conditions. That is the village weather condition. Soil and water resources. Then social organization, economic conditions of the village. Next, pattern of rural settlement. Pattern of rural settlement is the relationship between a house or building to another, and it is broadly classified into linear, rectangular, circular, star-like patterns. What is linear settlement? In a linear settlement, houses are arranged along either side of a road or railway line or river or canal. Now see the picture, you can understand well. See the picture carefully. On either side of the road, they constructed buildings and houses. This type of settlement is called linear settlements. Next one, rectangular settlements. It is almost straight, meeting each other at right angles. Such settlements is found in plains. Now see the picture of rectangular settlements. It is in the rectangular form, isn't it? Next one, circular pattern of settlements. See the pictures. They constructed the buildings in the circular form, isn't it? In the circular settlement, they developed around lakes and tanks. The next one, star-like pattern of settlements. It develops on the sites and places where several roads converge and houses spread out along the sides of roads in all directions. Next one, wet point settlement. It relies on the supply of water from wells, tank, river, spring or pond in an area. Now tell me, what is wet point settlement? A wet point settlement is a site with reliable supply of water. Next one, dry point settlement. It is located in the excessive of dampness area. Dry point settlements are not affected by flooding. Due to the landscape and sources of water, it is not affected by flooding. This type of settlements you can find in Kerala and deltas along the east coast of India. Okay children, that's all from rural settlements. Shall we have a short recap from today's lesson? Now say, what are the classification of settlements? Rural and urban. What are the rural classification? Isolated, hamlet, village and small market. What are the urban classification? Town, city, conurbation. Now say, what are the factors influencing rural settlement? Nature of topography, local weather condition, soil and water resources, soil organization and economic condition. Hope you have understood our rural settlement topic. We'll meet you in the next class. Till then, bye-bye children.